So the cleaning process I went through is all the parts went through this ultrasonic cleaner. That was really good. And I used things like these to keep all the small parts together. So because I'd never done this before, I didn't want to lose all of those or just stick everything in one, because I wouldn't have known what came out and what order and what went where. So I used these. I think that's a little 2-inch watchmaker's thing or something. But anyway, they were brilliant. It meant I could just systematically work through stuff. Then when the parts came out, I was told, I've done both of those. I was told that the liquid in there, which is this ultrasonic cleaning solution, for aluminium in particular as well, which was good, would need a clean off that. And so I went to the local garage and I got 2 of these, 2 1 litres, supposed to be for car batteries or something. I drilled a hole in the top, so then when I had the part, I could just squirt it. It was just perfect. And 2 litres, when I was pretty liberally going for it, did that. Cleaned it all off, neutralised everything, and then I'd come over to the compressor, which I appreciate not everyone's got, and then I would just blow them off dry. So all of the parts that were in the motor have come out and been cleaned. And these are the clutch discs, just soaking and cleaning in white spirit. So you can see all the crap that's coming off those. But everything else has been cleaned, absolutely, and then oiled if it needed it. I've gone through and got all new bearings and all new oil seals for everything. So the job today, and again, you'll be stunned to hear, I've never done this before, is to get the bearings and then the oil seals into the 2 case halves. There we go. Right, we're on the way in. That's in the groove. Can I grab you and bring you up a touch? No. So I just need to push that through from the other side. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Nice resounding click. So you're in there. Lovely. Now, I've noticed that there is a little, presumably oil gully there. Line it up with the slots in that. So that's maybe there. Ah, right, we're down, we're in. It's bouncing a bit, isn't it? So let's... Yay! Sure, that's probably not the correct way of doing it, but still. And then I need to move that round so it lines up there. Wicked. Okay. Alright, so we've got the 2 in that one. I'm a bit nervous about this bit because this thing gets bloody hot straight away and I don't really know what I'm doing. So let's turn that, I don't know, 5. Let's put you on there and let's get the case hot so it expands. So, and I've got the bearings in the freezer, so they should just drop in theory. Let's put these in here. feel a very good idea. One more of these to go in. Not the right way of doing it, but we're getting them in. That was actually much easier. Right, we're in. Okay. Circlips are all in. There's an oil channel on that one, which we want it to match. There we go. But there isn't one on that one. Right, I am a bit nervous of this. So here we go. What have we got? Really? It's 130. Somehow that's like 300. Well, let's give it a go. So the bearings in the freezer, and I was very nervous about getting them in the wrong order. So I'm hoping that I can just pick that up, square, and drop it in. Not quite yet. Okay, freeze them all. I don't know what I was expecting, whether I thought it'd be easier than that, I don't know. Let's try you. All right, that's going to need a bit of persuading in there. Shit. Can I get that back out? No. So what do I need to do? Knock it in or get it out? Shit, shit, shit. Garden gloves, brilliant. Let's leave that for a sec. I presume that's not going to come out, is it? I suppose I could knock it out from the other side. But the concept works. Just got a long way for that to go down yet. We know the concept works. So you go back on there and get hotter. You go back in the freezer and get colder. Can I just knock you in? Right, there's smoke coming off it now. So, what am I thinking? Oh, fucking hell. Right. Turn you down. You're a bit terrifying. Right, that's really nice and hot. Let's go again. Big bearing. Let's not forget that that is hot before I damage myself. That looks nice and cold. In you come. Oh, ooh. That worked. It worked. Ah, cool. Right, that worked. Yeah, that worked as well. Wicked. Right, how hot is? Well, it's going to be bloody hot, isn't it? I'm going to put that on the floor and let that heat sink, I think. So I'm going to put you on there. Where are we at? Max. Right, let's heat you up. This little doofy here was like 12 quid off Amazon. I bought it purposely. Ah, there we go, we're smoking. Bought it purposely for doing this, and I would say it is well worth it. But it is a bit terrifying. Right. Big bearing. works perfectly. Amazing. Well, that one wasn't going to go then. Wow. So that is all 4 bearings, new bearings back in the case. I'll put you on the floor to heat sink. So then I can put the oil seals in once that's cooled down. Awesome. Okay, so let's just stick a bit of oil in there. Bloody hell, it's stuck in there already. And just give you a bit all the way around. Yeah. You sit on there. And then use this to try and keep you square. Tell you what. It's going, it's not down, it's, oh, that's bottoming out. Oh, it's never that easy, is it? And I've just thought it can't sit down flush on the bench because of the dowel pin still in the case. That's good. So that is bearing an oil seal. Cool. One. What have we got here? Let's get you over there. Will you fit you? Yeah, cool. Okay. I'm pretty sure it goes, yeah, that way around. That's a good first hit. Yeah, that's you. You're good and home. All right, one last one. Oh God! I suppose it's going to get oily. Would a socket be better for this one, and also get it over the edge? I think that is better. Are you down? I think you're down. Right, you're in. Wicked. That's flush in there. That's the new bearings and the new oil seals. Sweet. Pretty chuffed with that. Yeah. Cool. So these, brilliant. I bought them specifically for picking up bearings easily because I figured once the case was really hot, it's going to be a nightmare to pick up really cold thing without burning myself, and I wanted to get them in nice and square and straight. These are brilliant. I'll put a link in the description. They were well worth it. That off my pizza oven. So I did a job as a point of reference. I didn't really know what I was doing. This thing
Superb, does a job. It was like 12 quid off of Amazon or something. Still hot.
And then of course the parts book, always super helpful, just to eye up what I had to do and what I didn't have to do, so well worth it. And here I've got the piston. Both the rings were seized and one snapped, so I got those out, and I got 2 new piston rings which I've got to gap. Yeah, super happy with that as the first go. Everything else now is clean and I can start to build it all back together. I've made all new gaskets, which will be great when the time comes. The cases are all nice and clean. Yeah, good to go. In progress. I can finally get this thing built back up. Super exciting.